Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're taking a closer look at the Shale Oasis Perimeter Defense Program.
Oh.
You might see it called SOPDP.
Right.
It's this, next generation security idea.
Yeah.
Really aiming for absolute integrity. And it's all built around advanced AI, completely off-grid.
It's definitely ambitious. The whole strategy rests on, I think, 4 main pillars.
Okay.
You've got sustainable autonomy, adaptive intelligence, that's the AI brain, Guardian Prime, then layered deterrence, and crucially, non-lethal and proportional response. That last one's key.
All right, let's dig into that. Layered deterrence. We hear security in depth a lot.
Yeah.
How is this different? Or, how does it build on that?
Well, the core idea is making it exponentially harder to breach. Simple concept, really. If an intruder gets past 1 layer, the chances of them getting past 3 independent layers just drops off, exponentially. It's about making success incredibly improbable. Redundancy is everything.
Got it. And each physical layer, each boundary has to meet this, what do they call it, the D4 imperative.
Yeah, D4. Deterrence, detection, delay, and denial. All important.
But looking through the materials, it seems like delay is the one they really focus on. That's the secret sauce.
Exactly. Delay is the golden metric here. It buys time.
Time for what?
Time for Guardian Prime. It needs that buffer, that operational space, to pull in all the sensor data, figure out the threat, and then coordinate a response, a proportional one.
Ah, okay.
And the whole system is zoned, sort of like concentric circles, to maximize that delay.
Right. So you start way out in the outer detection zone, the ODZ.
Yeah,
We're talking beyond 500 meters here.
Yep.
That's where the aerial surveillance drones, the OIP systems are constantly watching. And you get your first warning, non-contact stuff like automated acoustic hailing devices, basically, hey, you're seen, turn back.
Okay, but someone keeps going.
Then you hit the intermediate deterrence zone, the IDZ. Now you're dealing with actual physical barriers, automated gates, ACPs they call them, and ground robots.
Robots for?
Verification, mostly.
Yeah.
And physical delay. They get in the way, slow things down significantly, which finally leads you, if you're really persistent, to the interdiction zone, the IKZ. This is where the really critical stuff is kept.
Absolutely. And security there ramps up again. Biometric access is mandatory. And critically, any use of force, even non-lethal, requires a human operator to sign off. Mandatory human in the loop.
That human oversight seems vital. Which kind of brings us to the AI itself, right? Guardian Prime. The brain.
Exactly. It's the central command and control, the C2 platform. Its job is to achieve what they call decision superiority by constantly fusing all the data, everything from the ground bots, the aerial drones, fixed sensors. It all feeds into Guardian Prime in real time.
To create a single picture of what's happening.
Precisely. A common operational picture, or COP, crystal clear, ideally.
But here's where it gets tricky, I think. That ethical constraint. Non-lethal and proportional response. How does an AI handle that? It has to follow rules derived from international humanitarian law.
Yeah, that's the tightrope walk. It's fascinating, really. Guardian Prime has to do this real-time ethical calculation. Assess the threat, determine the minimum necessary force, consider potential harm to non-combatants.
I mean, that sounds incredibly complex. How do you square absolute integrity with being strictly non-lethal and proportional? Isn't there a conflict baked in there?
That tension is sort of the defining feature. For the system to actually be compliant, the AI needs one crucial capability. It must be able to instantly cancel or suspend an attack.
Instantly. Why?
If the situation changes, say a civilian wanders into the frame or the person starts to surrender, the AI has to stop. It ensures it's always a decision aid, assisting the human operator, not a fully autonomous weapon.
Okay, shifting focus a bit. Resilience, sustainable autonomy. The whole system has to run itself, power-wise.
Correct. Completely off-grid. They're using specialized integrated solar arrays. Apparently systems exist using dual 600-watt panels.
So 1,200 watts total.
Yeah, feeding into a pretty hefty battery bank, something like 12,000 watt-hours. Enough juice, they claim, to keep everything running for up to 5 days, even with minimal sunlight. Persistence is vital.
But with all this tech, there have got to be vulnerabilities, right?
Yeah.
Beyond someone just physically trying to break in, what's the big worry operationally?
Well, probably electronic warfare. EW.
Why EW specifically?
Well, because those aerial drones, the eyes in the sky, they lean heavily on GNSS signals, think GPS, for their positioning, navigation, and timing. PNT, they call it.
Right.
So a sophisticated EW attack, specifically spoofing, it could feed the drones, and therefore Guardian Prime, false location data.
So the AI's map, its whole understanding of where things are, gets corrupted instantly. It's essentially flying blind, or worse, acting on bad info.
Exactly. Which means the mitigation is pretty clear. You can't just rely on GPS.
You need other ways to navigate.
You need multimodal PNT. Fusing data from other sensors like LiDAR, radar, even good old inertial measurement units, IMUs, make it much harder to fool the system about its location.
So tying this all together, the complexity is kind of staggering.
It really is. And because of that, accountability is paramount. Every single time Guardian Prime recommends escalating force, even non-lethally, there has to be a rigorous audit trail, completely traceable. You need to see the sensor data that led to the decision and exactly how the rules of engagement, the ROE criteria were applied. No black boxes.
That really is the core challenge, isn't it?
Yeah.
Building AI you can genuinely trust under pressure, especially with these kinds of ethical guardrails, and making sure the human operators and the AI can actually work together effectively when things get real. Definitely something for you, the listener, to think about regarding where this kind of defense tech is heading. Deep dive complete.